lot these days among younger folk that they're often tired or they get sick easily. And so they have all these tricks and, routines in order to not get tired, or they have supplements and things that they swear by. And I don't think any of that actually hits the real reason why people are getting tired. And I think I'm a pretty good example. So I'm 48 years old. I haven't been sick in over 5 years. And I work probably about 12 to 14 hours a day every weekday. And then I work 6 to 8 hours every day every weekend. I haven't really taken a day off in like over a year, probably a year and a half. And I just continue like this. And I feel good and I'm not tired. And I don't take any supplements. I don't have any special diet. I eat whatever I want. And I don't even exercise, right? And I don't really see any other, late 40-year-olds that are anywhere even close to my energy level and be able to maintain like this. But I wasn't always like this, right? So in my 20s and 30s, I was always wondering why I didn't have as much energy as other people. Because I was working in consulting firms in my 20s, and we would have to work late hours. And I was just completely exhausted by about 7 or 8 p.m. And I didn't understand how these guys who were even a little bit older than me back then were just churning on until midnight and past. And they seemed completely alert, and I was like a zombie, right? And so that was who I was for most of my 20s and most of my 30s. I was the person that got tired easily. I was the person that when I went out to clubs in Moscow, in my early 30s with my friends, I was the first person falling asleep at 1 a.m. and they were continuing on till 5 or 6. But now I can do the same things they did, and now I'm 48. So what I realized, I was biomechanically collapsing, which basically means your skull is collapsing in on the brain and your spine is collapsing inwards and kind of twisting all your organs and things. And that was happening to me. And the way I figured it out was that a dentist had actually filed my teeth down in 2014. And this collapse that was happening to me very slowly for many years accelerated massively back in 2014, to the point where within a few months I couldn't focus, I couldn't retain information, I felt like a hermit, lots of things were going wrong. And then I spent about 10 years iterating, trying to figure out how this works, and I figured it out. And I realized that to undo this biomechanical collapse, wearing a mouth guard and doing some simple stretching in combination, you can basically reverse this damage that was done, and you start having terrific energy and you don't feel tired. So that's what I've been doing for the last few years, and it works absolutely amazing. And I just kind of go to sleep every night knowing that I'm going to have even more energy the next day. So I just go all out every day knowing I'm going to wake up, I'm not going to be kind of spent, rather I'm just going to even have more, I'm going to be healthier the next day. And that's just how it works. And I think people used to think I was crazy when I said this stuff, and now we've got over 20,000 people doing Reviv, and a lot of people are saying some version of this, and they're realizing that I'm not crazy at all, and that these biomechanics more or less work on every human being, more or less the same way.